Good afternoon, and welcome to another segment of paintings and poetry for panties and bras. Thank you for tuning in. I'm in a very happy and good mood today. I don't know, feel like dancing. I'm just so excited. Today I do want to talk about four topics or issues that bother me. But I'm not sad about it. I'm not upset or all angry about anything. I'm just expressing my opinions about certain things through poetry, through art, and I hope you enjoy. Poverty. What makes a person not read a hardback book, ebook, or magazine? What fuels one to continue to live in darkness of ignorance? What energizes you to never want to complete college? What motivates you to stay dumb and not listen for opportunities to grow? What keeps you happy about living in trailer parks or projects with rats and roaches? What is so wonderful about food stamps and government assisted living? What is so great about having 3 children and no husband? Many people seem to be contented with their underprivileged conditions. So I would like to know, what in the hell is good about poverty? Poverty. Next poem is entitled Spider Bites. And spider bites really a metaphor for people that's always make excuses or just lazy. In between careers and deciding which job to take for my next meal, I met a whirlwind couple. A homeless shelter was filled with white 30-something people out of jobs and lost homes, downsized to nothing but crumbs and rusted classic cars. Some didn't even have personal transportation. All they had were their swollen feet to take them on endless job hunts. During my lifetime of ups and downs, I have to come to appreciate the myriad of people and circumstances. Back to the whirlwind couple that I met, the woman reminded me of a poor version of Miss Piggy, or some other cartoon character that was way blown out of proportion. The man was dirty, and he looked like he hadn't seen soap and water in months, and so did his children. All I ever seen his children do were make loud, senseless noise, never play or smile like normal children, just sulk and look worried and depressed. His wife always seemed to be in a hurry, going nowhere but down. As she complained about her husband's lack of motivation to find a job, I heard her tell another lady he could never keep a job past 2 weeks, and if he does get the job, he ends up getting sick and eventually loses the job. 2 days passed by and he found a job, but 3 days later he got fired because he got bit by a poisonous spider. He didn't have any sick days to take off from work, so he got fired. Everybody gathered around, and his wife explained again for the 108th time this ridiculous story, which keeps her husband unemployed. Looking around at all of the empty balloon heads with magic marker faces, I wept on the inside. I packed my belongings and left within a few days, never looking back at all of my past mistakes. I knew in my heart that I would never get bit by a spider. Meaning I'm never a person to make excuses to be lazy. No. Gotta just do it. The next poem is entitled I Would Like To. I would like to paint the White House the color of blood red so they could see the pain of the people marching with madness up and down the streets of Washington. I would like to paint California blue to represent the sadness of invisible gold. So broke until it doesn't even make sense to stand in the unemployment line. I would like to paint the projects go green. Maybe they'll grow up and use the slogan to keep the environment safe and clean. I would like to paint the trailer parks gold. Maybe they will reach up and climb over the stinking wall of classism. I would like to paint the whole world with whiteout, so I won't see another day of sorrow or news of terror for millions across the lands. I would like to paint an odyssey of rainbows across countries and continents to match the tears of destruction and death. And my final point for this segment is time. Time is something that bothers me because you can't control it. You have no control over time. You just have to make the most out of every moment and opportunity. Time. Maneuvering objects and decisions in your mind at another failed attempt to manipulate it. As you walk 1,000 miles around the same mountain, trying to outrun it. You schedule events and plan ahead for those just-in-case moments to try to stay ahead of it, wishing that you could just push a button and replay, rewind, or fast forward certain aspects of it, hoping one day the sun will forget to wake up and the moon develops a syndrome that fails to complete the 4 phases and will not shine? Does anyone want to grow old and weary with a worn out face full of wrinkles? I had a vision of seeing my siblings again, and we were all laughing about how old we had become. Stiff necks, backs, and knees, can hardly get back up or down after you sit down, especially if you don't take care of yourself in the days of your youth. Awakening to reality, I feel my skin now and I cherish it the way it is at this very second, because in the next few minutes it becomes less elastic, invisible to the naked eye, but happening nevertheless. The reflection of you is 18 one day. The next day you're 25 years old. In the blink of an eye, you're 40. Suddenly you're at your own funeral. I know it's the way life goes, but somehow I still wish that time could be controlled. I find myself still waking up some days saying, I wasted too much time, I don't have enough time, or the day just got away from me. I'm running out of time. Where did all the time go? I hope you enjoyed this special segment. Every segment is special to me, so I hope you enjoyed this segment. And I hope you enjoy my portrait that I just read to you and my painting, which really represents being at a crossroads. You see 4 different pictures that I tried to put in the 4 corners of my canvas, representing really like you're at a crossroads. Sometimes we have so many decisions to make in life. Sometimes you don't know which way to go or what to do. Sometimes you need to move, relocate, find another job. Sometimes you get remarried. You know, we have so many decisions in our lives to make, and I just hope that we all make the right decisions with our life. And I hope you enjoyed this special segment, and thank you for tuning in for poetry and paintings from Panties and Bras. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it.